how to use Zelle without a bank account. Most people search this because they want one thing: receive a Zelle payment without opening yet another bank account. Here's the catch: Zelle feels like a standalone app, but it isn't, and that misunderstanding is what wastes the most time. There's one key detail that decides whether this is possible at all. I'll hold it until the end, because once you hear it, you'll stop chasing dead ends. What "without a bank account" really means. When people say "without a bank account," they usually mean one of two things. Either you don't have a US checking savings account right now, or you do have an account but it's not with a bank that supports Zelle. Those two situations feel similar. Zelle treats them very differently, because Zelle is designed to move money directly between US bank accounts. And there's an important update: the standalone Zelle app is no longer the fallback for most people. In practice, Zelle now lives inside participating banks and credit unions. So the question becomes less, how do I use Zelle, and more, how do I get access to Zelle's bank-based rails? How Zelle works under the hood. Zelle is a person-to-person network that connects bank accounts, not wallets. When you enroll, your email or US mobile number becomes a routing label that points to a checking or savings account at a participating financial institution. By payments fast, in many cases, the system is moving money directly between institutions that already know who you are. It's always strict. If there's no eligible deposit account behind your email or phone number, there's nowhere for the money to land. So using Zelle without a bank account is usually like trying to use an ATM card without an account attached. The label exists, but the destination doesn't. What you can do if you don't have a bank account? If you truly don't have a US bank account, the practical truth is that you generally can't use Zelle yet. The safe, realistic path is to open an eligible checking account at a bank or credit union that supports Zelle, then enroll your email or phone number there. You don't need a complicated setup. Many people open a basic account specifically to receive Zelle payments, then transfer funds to their main spending setup afterward. The key is to keep it clean. Use one bank as your Zelle home base so payments always land in the same place and you don't create confusion with multiple enrollment. If you're trying to avoid a bank account entirely, you're better off using a different payment method that's designed to work as a standalone wallet. What you can do if your bank doesn't support Zelle. If you already have a bank account but your bank doesn't support Zelle, your options depend on whether you're willing to add a second account. Some people add a Zelle-enabled account as a receive and forward lane, receive Zelle payments there, then move money to their primary bank. Others switch their main bank to one that supports Zelle, mainly to avoid the extra transfer step. Either way, the smoothest move is picking one email or phone number as your Zelle identity and keeping it consistent. That reduces payments and makes your setup predictable.
This is general info, not financial or legal advice.
Mistakes that make this feel impossible. The biggest mistake is treating Zelle like a wallet you can download and use anywhere. Today, it's primarily a feature delivered through participating banks. Another mistake is enrolling the same email or phone number across multiple institutions. That can create confusion about where incoming payments are supposed to land. A third mistake is using Zelle with people you don't know. Zelle is best for friends, family, and trusted contacts, because mistakes and scams are harder to unwind than with protection-style payments. If you feel rushed, pause and verify. Speed is great, but only after certainty. Closing the loop, the one detail that decides everything. Here's the detail I promised. Zelle is not meant to be used without a bank account, because Zelle is the bank connection, not a standalone wallet. If you want Zelle access, the practical solution is getting an eligible US checking or savings account at a participating bank or credit union, then enrolling. If you don't want a bank, the practical solution is choosing a different payment app built for wallet-style use. Once you decide which wallet you want, bank-based, Zelle, or wallet-based alternatives, the confusion disappears. And check the description for helpful resources that will make things easier. If it's useful, hit like and subscribe for more.